Hello again and welcome to another Warhammer 40k Black Templar Tactics video. So before we jump into today's video, I want to say a big thank you to Dustin Martin Boyd for sending in some updated pictures of his Beastman Imperial Guard army. I have to say these guys look really cool. And for those of you going, Beastman Imperial Guard, surely we wouldn't allow mutants in the Imperial Guard. Well, actually, there's some very sort of old, I think it's 2nd or 3rd edition fluff, where Beastmen were units that the Guard could take, and they were mutants, and what they're trying to do is redeem themselves in combat, and redeem themselves in the eyes of the Emperor. They were loyal citizens, but they were mutated. They wanted to do what they could to serve the Imperium and the Emperor. So it is a really cool sort of themed army, really cool throwback, and it is established in the fluff as well. If any of you guys have any cool army pictures you want to send in, then please put them on my Facebook page. There'll be a link down in the description below. And if they look cool, and there's some cool action shots here, obviously Dustin's taken the effort to put some cinematic effects on here, looks amazing, then I will use them in a video and I'll give you a shout out, because I appreciate the effort you've put into posting them on the Facebook page. So, without further ado, let's get on with the main body of the video. So, we're going to be looking today at a new way of running your Black Templar captains. Now, this is something which has been analysed quite a lot on the Bolter and Chainsaw Black Templar form, and it's something I've actually used in battle as well to test it out. And we're looking at a new type of blender captain, okay, or marshal as the Black Templars call it. Essentially what it is it's along the same veins as what the Blood Angels do with their Slamguinius captain, which is where they take a captain who can't be overwatched thanks to a relic, who has a damage 4 Thunderhammer thanks to Artisan of War Warlord trait, and he's got 3d6 charge range. Similar to that, Slamguinius, except for in the Black Templars, this guy's been nicknamed Martial Law because he's a marshal, he's a captain. Very cool name, by the way. But rather than being like a Slam captain, which is designed to just take on knights and other big things, this guy's an absolute blender. He will go through almost any infantry or character that you send him up against. So how does the combination work? What are you doing and what are you trying to get out of him? Firstly, it relies upon the fact that you need to take the Sword Brother Specialist attachment from Vigilus, the expansion. Okay? That'll cost you 1 command point to do that. You then need to take the Field Marshal stratagem, which allows you to make this captain a Field Marshal and means he gets a Warlord trait. The Warlord trait you're going to want to take is Swordmaster, which is the one from the Black Templar detachment. Okay, what that does is it means that your captain gets +1 attack and any 6s to hit become 2 hits, a bit like Necron Tesla, 2 hits. Okay, not an additional attack, he doesn't have to roll again, the hit just becomes 2 hits. So you're looking at a captain there with 5 attacks and any 6s become 2 hits. You then, because he's a bare bones captain, he's just got a bolt pistol and a chainsword, you swap out his chainsword for free, absolutely free, to the Teeth of Terror relic. Now what the Teeth of Terror relic is, it's a relic chainsword in the Space Marine Codex. It gives you +1 strength, -2 AP, damage 2, and D3 extra attacks. Okay? Which means on average that's going to be an additional 2 attacks. So you're looking at now at a captain which has on average 7 attacks. And he's re-rolling, hitting on 2s, re-rolling to wound, and wounding nearly all infantry on 3s. AP -2, damage 2. So that already is really good. But then guys, there's a stratagem in the Sword Brother detachment called Suffer Not the Unclean to Live, and it costs 2 command points. And it gives you, you pick a Sword Brother unit, in this case we're looking at our captain, and you gives him another attack, which means this guy's up to 8 attacks now, sorry. 8 attacks. And also allows you to re-roll all wounds. That's right guys, you've got a captain which is hitting on 2s, with an average of 8, re-rolling with an average of 8 attacks, wounding on 3s, re-rolling. If he gets a 6 to hit, he's more than likely going to get 1 6 to hit, right? Which means that's going to be, and you're more than likely going to hit with everything, which means you're looking at 9 attacks from one captain for 74 points. Rerolling hits, rerolling wounds. That's absolutely insane. Now you can take this a step further. How CP intensive do you want to be? How many points do you want to sink into this? You can take this a step further. You could combine this with Chaplain Grimaldus, who has gone down in points to 90 points now, which is an absolute steal. And what Chaplain Grimaldus does is on a 6+ to hit, you get to make an additional attack, which again means you're probably going to get another hit, which means your captain is now going to be up to 10 attacks, hitting on 2s, rerolling all wounds. That's already really good. Now remember, it's cost you 2 command points at the beginning of the game, and it's cost you 2 command points for Suffer Not the Unclean to live. But if there's a unit that you absolutely, positively have to kill, then you could then use Honor the Chapter on this guy. So that would mean that he would get to fight again, which means you're looking at 20 attacks from one guy. Rerolling all hits, rerolling all wounds. That is insane. Absolutely insane. That's normal. That's just normal. That's what's going to happen. Bear in mind, guys, that if by some merit, let's say you're hacking your way through some, your guys charged into like characters and big blobs of infantry, he's hacking his way through things. Absolutely hacking his way through things. Bear in mind, guys, that for some reason, let's say you've killed so much, but the enemy somehow managed to get maybe a thunder hammering against you, and they kill your martial law. You could then, if you wanted to, bam, spend another 2 command points for Only in Death Does Duty End, where you get to fight when your character dies. He gets to fight before he dies, which would be another 10 attacks. So you've got to, I mean, that's a really unlikely situation, because what you've got to think about, guys, is if you've gone in there and you've attacked 20 times, rerolling all hits, rerolling all wounds this guy, you've probably killed what you're going to kill. You know, you've probably killed what you're going to kill. But by some weird miracle you haven't, you get killed by something, you then get to attack again, which means you're definitely going to kill what you want to kill. Absolute blender, guys. I used one last night against Johnny's Blood Angels. He was unstoppable. He won me the game. Because he's a character, so you just screen him. I used him in my Black Tide. With the points reductions, I was able to take him in my Black Tide. In turn 1, obviously, he was moving up. Turn 2, cuts down 5 Assault Marines. Just doesn't even sweat. Just cuts down 5 Assault Marines. Turn 3, goes in against Death Company. Kills 5 Death Company. No questions asked. Third turn, goes in against a 5-man tactical squad. Kills 4 tacticals. Fourth turn, goes for another 5-man tactical. Kills another. Kills another 3 or 4 tacticals. This guy, I think, wiped out about 20 Marines worth of stuff. That's including Assault Marines, had a Power Axe in there, and a Melter Gun. Death Company, he took out 2 guys with Power Swords. They all had Jump Axe. Tactical Marine Squad, he took out, had like a Heavy Bolter in it. You know, we're looking, this guy killed about 300 points worth of stuff, and he was a 74-point model. He is an absolute blender. Really, really cool unit. I'm tell you how I'm going to model him. I'm going to get Gabriel Seth, the Flesh Tearers character. I'm going to take off all the Flesh Tearers iconography, replace with Black Templar iconography. He's got a massive fuck-off chainsword, and that's what I'm going to use. Guy's an absolute blender. You could slap a jump pack on him. He's going to get even better. But the best thing about this guy is he's so cheap. He's very points efficient. Very, very points efficient, and he can take on anything. And with my and he is very CP intensive. You know, potentially you're using 5 CP on him a turn if you need to. You might not need to, but potentially you are. as a Black Templar player, with my Black Tide, I'm running 3 battalions now. That's 18 command points for me. I can afford to spend 2 to 5 command points in this guy every turn easily. Easily. He's an absolute monstrosity. And again, he's so good because he's so cheap. Anyway, guys, tell me what you think. What do you guys reckon? I mean, when you got to put this, what do you think about this, guys? Is this guy could go into a platoon of guardsmen, kill them all, and he'd get his points back easily. It's like having a second better Emperor's Champion for 1 point cheaper. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.